how's it going? I really hope that you take a moment to listen to the message that I have for you. It's so important to me that the light bulb goes off and that you recognize that now is the time to take action. Yesterday's gone, and procrastination is the best friend of failure. So take a moment, listen to what I have to say. If it tugs on your heart at all, or you're one of these people that have these thoughts in the back of your head that are always kind of looming there, take my advice, take action right now, and make all of that go away. So here's another Drive Time lesson.
Good morning, it's Matt Franchina here. You're watching Drive Time Lessons, Consumer Edition. So this is where I take a little bit of the time out of my day driving from meeting one person to the other, and I help you learn and grow from the mistakes of other people, right? I just want to share with you the things that I run into on a daily basis, and by hopefully exposing to you the challenges that other people are facing because of the types of decisions that they made. And also I'll share with you the successes that people are experiencing, the fortune that they have to live a certain way because of the decisions that they've made. But really just an opportunity for you to see some of the things that I see out there. So this morning I want to talk to you about, there's a famous quote out there that if you fail to prepare, then you are preparing to fail. And odds are you're someone who's just like many of the other people that I meet with, and there's something in your life that you're not yet prepared for. You haven't taken the time to set yourself up to be ready to take on that next stage in life. Maybe you haven't gotten health insurance. You know you have to have it. You're going to pay a penalty if you don't get it, but you just haven't taken the time to prepare. You're not exploring what's available to you. You think it might be too expensive. The process seems like it's going to be grueling. You don't want to work with an agent. You don't want Obamacare or Covered California or whatever it is. You think it's going to change here soon. It might. But you're failing to prepare in that area. Or really common is you need life insurance. You know that you need life insurance. You know that you've had a child recently, or you bought a house, or something in your life has changed, and it's looming in the back of your mind. It's really common, and I bet you are guaranteed someone you know that's watching this feels that way. They're sitting back, and they're often every now and then thinking, man, I need life insurance, or I need to update it. Right? They get on an airplane, they sit on the plane, and they're talking to them about how the oxygen mask will drop down if this takes place, and these are where the flotation devices are. And in the back of their head, they're saying, oh my God, I never applied for that life insurance policy. If something happened to me, what's going to take place? Those thoughts are real. And if you have your life insurance policy in place, you won't have them, and you will be prepared. And if God forbid something happened, your family won't be able to say, gosh, if only he or she had this, right? Disability coverage, you know that you need it, right? Someone at work got hurt, they're not able to work now. Everyone's putting together some sort of fund or GoFundMe to help cover their bills and their expenses. I was talking to someone not that long ago who was already sick now and couldn't work, and asking me if there was any kind of disability insurance available for them to be able to tap into. And unfortunately, other than maybe state disability through your employer, which takes a while to kick in, you can't buy your own independent policy to pay for a problem that you're already experiencing. You had to already own it. And I'm sharing this with you because it's so important to me that I can help people get ahead of this problem, because I face all the time people who they're not ahead of it because they didn't prepare. Long-term care. I mean, it's an event in our life that will probably take place the last couple of years, but it's so expensive, and it's hard to wrap our head around planning for the last maybe 2 or 3 years of our lives where we need someone else to take care of us. But ultimately, we could lose or use 40 years worth of savings in a matter of 1 to 3 years, depending on what kind of care you need and how much you really saved. It's unbelievable. And There's a lot of people I meet with who are of a retired or senior crowd. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to spend the time to get into a challenging conversation, or they make comments like, my son or my daughter will take care of me. I took care of them, right? Family's going to be there to provide for me, which may be true that they want to be there. It doesn't mean that they're actually able to afford or physically provide that type of care that you need. Or, financial preparation. If you failed to prepare, then prepare to fail financially. I can't tell you how often I meet with people, especially today. There's something about that baby boomer generation that they didn't put money away like their parents did. Over the last 8 years of my career, I've watched it go from people retiring telling me things like, I don't need that money, right? My income from pension and social security and whatever other permanent sources and rental incomes and all this stuff, I'm not going to need most of the money I saved because my house is paid off, my car is paid off, I have no credit cards, I live a basic lifestyle or a lifestyle within my means. That's shifted. In just 8 years, I've watched it go from that to now almost every person I meet with needs more income than what their pool of money can provide them without running the risk of running out. Just yesterday, I met with someone where we were doing the calculations, and if there's not a serious change or adjustment in the way that they do things, they are on path to 100% liquidate every dollar they have within probably 3.5 to 4 years. And you're not going back to work at 70 plus years old. So it's really important that you prepare. Start putting some money away now, right? Odds are you're maybe my age, right? You're in your 30s or your 40s. You don't have a retirement plan set up. You have no place to invest extra money. It gets blown on lots of extra things, and you're failing to prepare, right? Maybe you're a business owner, an entrepreneur, and you're investing in yourself. I think that still, as long as you pay attention to the way your business scales and at some point you begin to put money away for the time when you won't work, I think investing in yourself and in your business is actually investing and preparing, as long as you have some rainy day fund. But guaranteed, there's someone watching this right now. You need health insurance. You're supposed to have it. You just have been lazy and have not taken the time to execute and figure out what you need. There's someone watching this right now who knows that they need to talk to somebody like me to help them figure out and set up a life insurance plan so they can go to bed at night with ease. They can get in their car and feel more comfortable. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, once you get your life insurance, you'll know exactly what I'm explaining. Because for some reason, things will feel just a little bit better. Things will feel a little bit more at ease. This underlying tone that you don't even know is there of slight stress because you know you really should be planning to get life insurance for your family, but you haven't done it yet, that'll all go away, right? Your disability coverage, you know that if something happened, you would not be able to take care of the financial responsibilities that you have today for your family and yourself if you couldn't work for 6 months, 9 months, a year or longer. Right? I personally, in my life, fortunately not myself, but in my family, have seen the positive fruits of owning a disability coverage. All right, my personal life, my life would have been more challenging had there not been disability insurance in place in my family, in my household. So I highly recommend that weird underlying feeling that every now and then you randomly think about it, act on it, because you can't change it once it's too late. There's someone watching this right now who knows for a fact that something's happened in their life that has caused them to need or to increase their life insurance. I'll give you some examples. You bought a house, you had a child, you got married, you got divorced, you had grandkids, you had an increase in income. These are all things that have a need for reviewing your life insurance or looking and putting it in place. And then I guarantee there's someone who's watching this who is currently feeling often, gosh, I need to set up an account so that I can put away money for later. I need to start putting money away so that I could write it off every year. I need to set up an account for some of my employees, right? I want to create an opportunity so that my employees have a place to build for retirement. I want to create an environment where the people that I employ who trust me as the place where they will make the living for their family, I want to provide an environment for those people to be able to set themselves up to prepare, right? If you are the preparer, create an environment for the people who trust in you to be able to be a preparer like you. So, my drive time lesson of the day today is do not be the person that fails to prepare and is actually preparing to fail. Take the time to educate yourself, meet with somebody like me. Do yourself the favor. If you don't have someone that you know and trust that you can reach out to help you with one of these things I've been talking about now, but you have that need or that feeling, I want you to reach out to me directly. And if you're not local or I can't help you, I'll give you guidance at no cost. I'm not here right now saying all this stuff to try to sell you on working with me. I'm trying to sell you on the fact that you need to make a decision to act to protect you and to protect your family, and stop ignoring and neglecting that little voice in the back of your head that's telling you to make a decision, because in the blink of an eye, it's going to be too late. And I want to help prevent that. So listen to more drive time lessons for me to dig into specific products and details. There's a saying in our business, you, the consumer, did not go to insurance buying school, right? They talk to us about that when we're getting licensed to help give confidence that when you go to meet with someone, that we know more than you don't. I would hope as a licensed professional, I do know more than you know about the areas that I'm mentioning here. But I want to kind of take you to insurance buying school. I want to give you some tricks and tips of the trade so that you can feel more confident. Maybe you're not making the decision now because you don't know how to go about that path. So in the weeks to come, I'm going to start to break down if you're shopping for health or life or disability, long-term care, you want to set up retirement accounts, shop for annuities. What are some of the first steps? How do you go about it in a way that you feel confident and educated? But as of right now, you need to take the first step of action, which is making a decision that you will absolutely take action and figure out if you are or are not preparing for success, not a lack of preparation, which sets you up for failure. Have a great day. I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Hey, thanks so much for taking the time to listen to that. I really hope that the time I'm taking to share with you what's on my mind and in my heart is impactful to you, and it can help you do better in this business or as a consumer. It's just so important to me that we regain the reputation in financial services of being an industry that's service and client oriented. And so what I want to do is share with you some tips and tricks, ways to grow your business, become a very successful entrepreneur in the insurance and financial services world, while never compromising ethics or compromising doing what's best for your client, and them being able to stand tall, recommend you because they know that they are in absolute great hands, while you don't starve, but you thrive while doing it.